Right. So here's the scenario. You have a two combo boxes, a button, and you want to select employee and you want to select a course or certification program that employee should be completing. And you want to click on a button, and then the system should look at what are the related courses for this certification and then automatically should assign to this employee. So if you want to learn how do you achieve all of that with just one click of a button by creating loop and using VBA and record sets, then you are at the right place. And if you want, then stick around until the end of the video so you will really learn how to develop that loop. So let's get started. All right, so before I begin, just a little bit of context, what we are going to do, what we are going to refer to. So just bear with me for 1 or 2 minutes maximum for the explanation. Now, this certification is coming from the certification M, and certification M is linked to courses M. Courses M is a table where we have the courses, and each course is mapped to a certification ID. So this is where we are referring when we are coding. We are going to do the reference of the certification ID in the courses M to fetch the courses. So basically, what we are trying to do with the click of a button here is that we are asking system to check how many records for, let's say, certification number 2 if the user has selected, and it will look at, okay, there are 3 courses, and so these 3 courses should be automatically assigned in the training T. So basically, the 3 records should be created automatically. So that's what we are trying to achieve in this video. So let's see how we can achieve this. To do that, I will quickly go to the design view, and we have the CBO employee, we have CBO certification. So these 2 combo boxes we are going to refer throughout the session or throughout this video. So I select the button, we'll go to the event tab, and code builder. And right here, we are going to actually write the code. Now, if we look at the sequence of writing the code, first we will have to declare the variable, and that will be done using Tim. So let's say we are going to declare the variable 2 specifically. One is for courses to fetch the data information from the courses that have the selected certification, and the other one where we are going to create record, and that is going to be the training T table. So first, let's handle the courses. So rs Tim rs course as record set, and then we will declare the variable for the training T where the records are going to be created basically. So we'll say Tim rs training, Tim rs training as record set. Okay, now since we have declared the variable, now we are going to actually we are going to fetch the information from these courses M. How do we do that? Well, one of the best way we can do it is using the SQL statement. So we'll write the select statement, which will refer to this certification ID equals to what user has selected from the user interface. And we can then compare and we can compile a list of the courses, literally like this right now that you're looking at. System will compile the list of courses and then it will run the loop. So this is how you do it. So we'll say fetch courses. Hang on a second. We'll say dim fetch courses as string. Why string? Because we are going to write the SQL statement, and that is technically it's a string. And now with this, what we are going to do is we are going to define what does fetch courses equal to, what it means. So we'll say fetch courses equal to, and that would be select statement. Select. What do we want to select? We select everything with this asterisk mark. That's what it means. Select everything from where? From courses M, right? So this is what we are referring to, courses M. Now this is where it gets important because we are going to use the where clause. Where clause is specifically when you're filtering the information while you're writing the code. So this is where you use the where clause. So where certification ID equal, hang on a second, equal double quote ampersand, and it would be me dot cbo certification dot column, and column would be 0. Okay, so you can see here in here cbo certification, and the column 0 has the ID, so that's why I'm referring to column 0. All right, so that's done. Now where do we use this? Why have we written this line of code? Well, this is going to be very important, and this is where, because we have declared these variables, And now we are going to define these variables. So we'll say set rs course equal current db dot open record set. Record set simply means a table or a query. So that's what we are talking about. So talking about query, we have the fetch courses. That's what we have. That's why we have written this line of code. So instead of table, I'm going to have fetch courses used here to read the information. Okay, so fetch courses. Let me fetch courses and comma, and we'll say db read only, db open snapshot, and db read only. All right. So once that is done, now what we can do is we can actually declare the second variable. Sorry, we can define the second variable, which is rs training. So we'll say set rs training equal current db dot open record set parenthesis open parenthesis close, and then this is where we're going to refer to the table training t, and we'll say training t comma, we'll say db open dynaset. Now this is very important. Why db open dynaset is because we are going to add record, create new records, right? So whenever you want to create a new record or you want to update new record, you use db open dynaset. Okay, so we are done declaring the variables, defining what those variables are. Now we are actually ready to create that loop which we were talking about. Now to create loop, what we want to do is once the filtration is done, we want to start from the beginning and we want to go until the end of the file, end of the last record. So this is where you will, with this line of code, you will define that. So we'll say do until, okay, do until, and that would be rs course dot eof, end of file, and then keep doing it. That's where the loop comes in. Keep doing it until the end of file, which means the end of the last record. Now in between these two lines of code, pay attention if you're learning. In between these two lines of code, this is where the magic will happen. And this is where we will, because we're creating new record in the rs training, so we'll say rs training dot add new, and then don't forget to close this rs training dot update, and don't also forget to continue to the next record, and that will happen by typing rs course dot move next. If you are confused at the moment, it's all right, because everyone can be, and especially when you're learning first time maybe. So I will explain it again. What we have done here, we have asked system, hey, do this loop, create this loop using do until rs course dot eof, meaning start from the beginning and go until the last record eof, and then keep looping, right? So look at the first one, and then once you're done, go to the next one, and then the next one, and so on and so forth, and it will keep doing until the last record. And now we are going to define. So this is where we have asked, okay, rs training dot new, and then update whatever record you're going to create, and then move next to the next course. I don't know whether you have how much you have understood. I hope you have. And if you have not, then maybe you can watch again and listen to my explanation again. Anyway, so what we're going to do right here, we are going to refer to rs training and these fields. So we'll say rs training exclamation mark employee id. So we'll say employee id equal to what? Me dot cbo. Remember, we have a combo box dot column, and the column would be 0. This combo box, right? So we're going to utilize this one. What's the next field? So the next field we have, this is where employee ID, that's the name of the field. Next field we have is, I believe, course ID. Okay, so rs training exclamation mark course ID equal, and this is where we are going to refer to rs course exclamation mark course ID from here, course ID. Okay, we'll hit enter. For some reason, this is not being capitalized. And the next one we will look at is the assigned on, which will be today's state, and the progress, the status would be in progress. So rs training exclamation mark assigned on, and that would be format today, or format now into date, month, year. Okay, and then rs training exclamation mark course status equal in progress. Okay, that's about it. And I think we are done writing this loop. Now, very, very important stuff. This one, the one I'm going to write here. And if you will not write this code, which I'm going to write now, you are going to encounter that this loop will keep running and create thousands of records for the same button that you have clicked. So it's very important that you say rs course.close, set rs course equal nothing, and then rs training dot close, and then set rs training equal nothing. There you go. And once that is done, you can say to cmd dot beep. So give a feedback to the user, and you say message box, the certification is assigned successfully. Okay, comma VB information. Okay, that's about it. And if our code is correct, and it should work and do the work as we intended. So what's happening here? There you go. SET. That's what's very important, that we debug after writing the code. So these kind of human related errors can be caught before we get into the testing stage. All right, so let's test it out. Let's see if this thing works. So let's go to the form view, and we have already selected employee 5 and part certification. Fingers crossed. Let's click the button, and we have a problem. What is the problem? Okay, so assigned on. So problem would be with this formatting, I believe. Okay, so if we'll say now, that should be it. Assigned on. Okay, let's try it again. We click on assign certificate, and then it works. So the assign certification is assigned successfully. If we'll go to the training T, we shall see new record. So we can verify that by going to courses M, by filtering to certification ID 2. So we have course ID 1, 3, 4 should be assigned to employee number 5. So employee number 5, 1, 3, 4. So that tells me that our code works perfectly. And we can repeat the same, let's say for employee number 8 and induction program, and then it should also create the record for employee number 8. So there you go. That's how you create the loop. Now this was just an example of the certification having courses. You can apply this same for many other use cases. For example, you can have this for, let's say, a grocery shop software you're creating, and you want to have billing to be done, and in the invoice you have certain line items. You want to click a button, and you want to check all the line items and mark them as sold. I'm just giving an example. You can run the loop, and it's a very important skill to have, especially even if you are a beginner to the Access or VBA or to any kind of coding. It's very important that you know this, how to create the loop, how to create records using the loop, because this is very useful skill to have. Anyway, I hope you have liked what you've seen. If you have liked, smash the like button. Tell me in the comments below. Your feedback is very important. I really want to grow this channel, and your support is essential. Without that, I can't do anything. So please do let me know. Keep engaging and keep watching. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, make sure you do hit the bell icon so you get notification whenever I upload a new video. Thank you so much, and I will see you in the next one.